Hello, knowledge seekers. In this episode of 20-Minute Books, we delve into Effortless by McKeown, a book that challenges the deeply ingrained belief that significant achievements require intense overexertion. Published in 2021, Effortless offers an engaging guide on how to transform daunting tasks into manageable activities, share strategies to maximize efforts with minimal inputs, and uncover techniques to boost productivity without sacrificing well-being. McKeown, the author of Effortless, is not only a best-selling author but also a renowned speaker, strategist, and the engaging host of the What's Essential podcast. With a distinguished presence in publications such as Fast Company, the New York Times, and Fortune, and contributions to the Harvard Business Review, McKeown has established himself as a trusted voice in efficiency and productivity. His previous work, Essentialism, achieved New York Times bestseller status, and his recognition as a young global leader by the World Economic Forum further underscores his authority and influence in the field. Effortless is a must-read for those who find themselves constantly overwhelmed by their to-do lists, including workaholics in search of a more balanced approach to their tasks. Leaders aiming to foster environments where their teams can thrive by working smarter, not harder, and students feeling the pressure to surpass expectations at the cost of their health and well-being. Join us as we explore how Effortless provides the tools and insights needed to reduce stress, enhance efficiency, and achieve our goals with grace and ease. Effortless. Make it easy to get the right things done. Introduction. Unlocking an easier path to success. Does the road to accomplishment really have to be paved with struggle? We're often led to believe that the only way to achieve anything of value is through relentless hard work and sacrifice. Phrases like hard work pays off and the notion of pouring blood, sweat, and tears into our endeavors echo the sentiment that success is synonymous with extreme effort. Yet, this intense labor doesn't always assure outstanding outcomes. What if there's a different, less strenuous path to achieving our goals? Imagine a world where you could attain more by doing less, sidestepping exhaustion and burnout along the way. While it might seem like a dream, adopting an effortless approach is not only possible, but incredibly effective. This narrative invites you on a journey to discover the art of achieving more with minimal effort. Through engaging insights, you'll learn how simplification can lead to significant success without the added stress. Prepare to be enlightened by stories and strategies that challenge the traditional notions of hard work, including the insightful tale of how a simple household bathtub can unexpectedly simplify your work process, the pivotal, uncomplicated step that set Netflix on its path to becoming a streaming colossus, the counterintuitive idea that a rocky start might actually be the perfect beginning to your success story. Embrace this chance to transform how you approach work and life. By the end, you'll grasp not only the power of effortless action, but also how to harness it to unlock your full potential, achieving greater results with far less effort. Part 1. Effortlessness, the secret to peak performance. Have you ever watched in awe as elite athletes glide through their sports, making every move seem as fluid as water? Picture a basketball star, effortlessly weaving through opponents to sink the ball into the net with grace. It looks almost magical, as if they're performing with no effort at all. This seemingly magical state of effortlessness isn't just reserved for athletes, it's accessible to all of us in our everyday tasks. The trick lies not only in practice, but also in mastering the mental game by achieving what's known as the effortless state. Here's the golden rule. To make anything appear effortless, start by entering the effortless state and aim for effortless results. Embarking on the journey to effortlessness begins with unlocking the effortless state, a mindset wherein your thoughts are unencumbered by negativity and your energy levels are at their peak. Imagine stepping into a zone where your mind is clear, and every task you tackle feels naturally easy. Clearing the mental clutter is the first step to accessing this state. Think of your mind like a high-performance computer. When the hard drive gets overloaded with unnecessary files, its performance lags. Similarly, when your brain is cluttered with unproductive thoughts, achieving the effortless state seems out of reach. By decluttering your mind, you prime yourself for a state of flow where everything you do feels seamlessly easy. Once you're in the effortless state, adopting effortless action becomes second nature. This concept flips the old adage of harder work equals better results on its head, demonstrating that there's a point where additional effort stops being beneficial and instead becomes detrimental. Take writing, for example. Doubling your work hours doesn't necessarily double your output, a clear illustration of the law of diminishing returns. By choosing to perform effortless action, you achieve your goals not by doing more, but by doing precisely what is needed. No more, no less. The culmination of these principles leads to what's termed effortless results, outcomes that perpetuate from a single, well-directed action. Imagine the impact of a movement that keeps giving back, like a donation that recycles itself to continuously support new projects. This is the philosophy behind platforms like Kiva, where a single investment has the potential to assist a multitude of entrepreneurs, effortlessly. By mastering the dance between the effortless state, effortless actions, and securing effortless results, you unlock the true potential of making any task not only achievable, but seemingly effortless. Welcome to the art of effortlessness, where peak performance is about working smarter, not harder. Part 2. Finding ease in life's complexities. Ever found yourself buried beneath tasks, puzzling over the most intricate solutions, only to discover the answer was far simpler than you imagined? This scenario often plays out in our daily lives, leading us to overlook the effortless paths right in front of us. Take Kim's story, for example, a multimedia designer who transformed what seemed like a daunting task into a simple solution, thereby embodying the principle of entering the effortless state by seeking the path of least resistance. Here's the essence of it all. Discovering simpler or more enjoyable methods propels us into the effortless state. When we challenge the assumption that solutions must be complex and begin our quest with the question, could there be an easier way? We unlock a world where solutions appear more straightforward and within reach. This principle, known as effortless inversion, played out perfectly in Kim's situation. She was tasked with recording a semester's worth of lectures, a seemingly Herculean task for someone swamped with work. However, by inquiring into the purpose behind the request and opting for a solution that involved a student recording the lectures on a smartphone, Kim navigated her way to an effortless resolution. But it's not always about finding an easier method. Sometimes, no straightforward path exists. In such cases, tapping into the effortless state can involve infusing the task with elements of joy and enjoyment. The daunting becomes doable when we intertwine tedious tasks with activities we love. Consider the example of the author, who faced the monotonous job of returning a heap of voicemails. He transformed this chore into an enjoyable experience by doing it while unwinding in a bathtub, illustrating that pleasure can be a powerful motivator and enhancer of productivity. An essential aspect of achieving the effortless state also lies in honoring our need for rest. In a culture that often values grinding over balancing, we forget that our efficiency dips when we push through fatigue. Research supports the idea that peak performance comes from working in focused bursts, ideally 3 sessions of up to 90 minutes each, peppered with brief intervals of rest. Moreover, limiting our daily tasks to what can be fully recuperated from by the next day ensures we're not just busy, but effectively productive. Embracing these strategies not only simplifies our approach to challenges, but also enriches our lives with ease and enjoyment, validating the profound truth that sometimes the simplest way is indeed the best way. Part 3. Mastering the art of effortless action. Picture this. You're tasked with a significant project at work. Fueled by a mix of ambition and the desire to impress, you dive headfirst into planning. Ideas flow, resources are listed, and timelines drafted. However, as the project scope expands, so does your sense of dread at the mountain of effort looming ahead. Herein lies a transformative philosophy, the power of effortless action. It's about accomplishing great feats without burning out. Embracing effortless action means clearly defining your finish line. Clarity on what done truly means acts as a beacon, guiding your efforts and preventing needless overextension. Without a tangible goal, it's all too easy to overshoot or exhaust yourself pursuing an ever-elusive finish line. Begin every endeavor by visualizing its successful completion. This principle isn't reserved solely for grand projects. It revolutionizes mundane daily tasks as well. The author's strategy of a done-for-the-day list exemplifies this, focusing on key activities that, once achieved, declare the day a victory. This approach ensures meaningful progress and deep satisfaction without the overwhelm of an endless to-do list. However, getting started can often be half the battle. Enter the concept of the minimum viable action, pinpointing the simplest step forward and acting upon it. This approach avoids the paralysis of analysis. Reflect on Reed Hastings, Netflix's co-founder, who tested his idea for a DVD rental by mailing a single disc. This modest experiment laid the foundation for Netflix's evolution into a global streaming leader. A third tactic in deploying effortless action is the art of simplification by eliminating redundancy. Frequently, tasks become bloated with superfluous steps that dilute effort without enriching results. By always aligning action with the ultimate aim and asking how to achieve it. With minimal steps, you streamline the journey toward your goal. In essence, effortless action isn't about doing nothing. It's about doing just enough. It's an invitation to work smarter, focusing on key actions that lead directly to your desired outcome. Through defining clear goals, embracing simplicity, and taking the minimum viable action, you navigate work and life with grace, efficiency, and above all, effortlessness. Part 4. Embracing imperfection to foster effortless progress. Back in 1959, an ambitious challenge was posed by Henry Creamer. He offered a prize to anyone who could build a human-powered airplane. Despite it being over half a century since the Wright brothers' historic flight, this prize remained unclaimed for 17 years. The solution to this aeronautical puzzle came not from creating the perfect machine, but from Paul McCready's willingness to start with something far less than perfect. His strategy was simple yet revolutionary. Construct a plane that was cheap and easy to mend, allowing for quick iterations. This rapid prototyping approach led him to success, underscoring a powerful lesson in the journey to achievement through what can be termed as effortless action. Here's the heart of the matter. Progress feels effortless when you let go of the fear of beginning with imperfections. This principle challenges the common belief that everything we produce must emerge in its final, flawless form. The reality is that this pursuit of perfection often hampers our progress. By daring to start with a rubbish version, we can enter a cycle of continuous improvement, learning, and evolving with each iteration. To adopt this mindset, it's essential to seek out low-risk environments where the consequences of failure are minimal. This approach is akin to the concept of training wheels for children learning to ride a bicycle. It provides a safe space for experimentation and growth. Similarly, cultivating a forgiving attitude towards ourselves when our efforts fall short of perfection encourages resilience and continuous effort. Moreover, pacing ourselves intelligently contributes significantly to sustainable progress. The allure of sprinting through tasks can be strong, especially at the onset of a project filled with enthusiasm. However, this often results in burnout, leaving us disillusioned and stalled. A more effective strategy involves establishing a manageable range of effort. akin to a writer setting realistic daily word count targets. This not only prevents fatigue but also ensures a steady forward momentum. In summary, embracing the concept of starting with what might initially seem like rubbish and pacing yourself for the marathon, not the sprint, transforms the journey towards your goals into one of less resistance and more delight. This philosophy not only accelerates progress, but also imbues the process with a sense of ease and fulfillment, reminding us that the path to greatness is often marked by humble, imperfect beginnings. Part 5. Unlocking continuous success with knowledge and automation. In the world of work and achievements, it often seems like a constant battle to keep the ship sailing. Take the typical employment scenario. Month after month, employees exchange their time and skills for a paycheck, a clear case of direct input for a direct output. But what if I told you there's a way to invest your effort once and continue reaping the rewards indefinitely? This concept, known as effortless results, flips the script on traditional exertions, offering a smarter way to achieve lasting outcomes. The core insight here is straightforward. Utilizing knowledge and automation acts as powerful levers to generate effortless results. Imagine levers in a physical sense, tools designed to amplify force, making it easier to lift or move objects. Learning operates as such a lever in the realm of achieving outcomes with minimal, ongoing effort. The secret to harnessing this lever lies in focusing on foundational knowledge, the principles underlying why things happen and how they work. Understanding these core principles allows for their application across various contexts, far beyond the scope of initial learning. For instance, students who move past rote memorization to genuinely grasp underlying concepts not only fare better in exams, but retain that knowledge for future application. Maximizing the leverage of learning involves not just personal understanding, but also sharing knowledge. Articulating what you've learned, especially in your own words and teaching others, solidifies your grasp and extends the value of that information. Cross-pollination of ideas further enhances learning's leverage. Research from Northwestern University's Kellogg School of Management shows that the most innovative insights often result from integrating knowledge across diverse domains. This suggests a vast, untapped potential in combining disparate fields of knowledge for creative problem-solving. Automation emerges as another powerful lever for achieving enduring results with a one-time effort. By systemizing routine tasks, you not only save time and mental bandwidth, but also minimize errors. This can be as simple as establishing checklists for recurring processes, thereby ensuring consistency and efficiency without repeated manual intervention. The digital age offers endless possibilities for automation, from managing finances with software tools to scheduling regular deliveries for household essentials, thereby eliminating repetitive decision-making. In essence, knowledge and automation serve as catalysts for realizing continuous benefits from singular efforts, by prioritizing learning and leveraging technology to automate mundane tasks. You can create a lifestyle where success is not just a momentary triumph, but a consistent unfolding reality. Part 6. Streamlining success with trust and proactivity. In our professional and personal lives, we're constantly interacting and collaborating with others. Creating successful outcomes from these interactions often feels like navigating a maze. Misunderstanding and conflicts arise, making every step towards the goal feel like an uphill battle. It seems that achieving anything requires an exhaustive amount of effort due to these relational complexities. However, there's a more harmonious way to work together, a method that paves the path for achieving our objectives with minimal friction. At the heart of this strategy is the belief effortless results come from working with trustworthy individuals and preemptively addressing potential problems. Trust serves as the lubricant that allows the machinery of teamwork to operate smoothly. When trust is present, the need for constant oversight diminishes. Tasks can be delegated without worry, confident in the knowledge that they will be executed effectively. This notion of trust isn't abstract. It can be nurtured by emulating principles practiced by successful leaders like Warren Buffett. He emphasizes the importance of integrity, intelligence, and energy when selecting people to work with. By making this one decision carefully, you set the stage for consistent, easy outcomes, as you're surrounded by individuals who naturally excel and address challenges proactively. To solidify this foundation of trust, consider crafting a high trust agreement. Such an agreement is a clear articulation of expectations, roles, and objectives. It requires identifying the desired outcomes, allocating responsibilities, and deciding on how progress will be monitored and rewarded. By establishing this agreement, all parties have a roadmap to success, reducing misinterpretations and disagreements. Yet, even in the most trustworthy and well-coordinated teams, challenges will inevitably arise. The key to maintaining effortless momentum is not just in solving problems as they occur, but in preventing them before they even begin. Consider adopting a root cause solution approach. Instead of applying temporary fixes to recurring issues, invest the time to uncover and address the underlying cause. This practice, though possibly demanding more effort up front, eliminates the need for continual piecemeal solutions, saving time and energy in the long run. In summary, combining the strategic selection of collaborative partners with a proactive problem-solving mentality can dramatically enhance the ease and effectiveness of achieving goals. By building relations on trust and foresight, you can transform the collaborative landscape into one where success flows naturally and effortlessly. Final summary. Embarking on the journey to success often feels synonymous with navigating a tough, obstacle-laden path. Yet, the essence of achieving remarkable outcomes rests in a beautifully simple idea: the power of effortlessness. Acknowledging that accomplishments can spring from ease and enjoyment opens the door to a world where challenges are seamlessly transformed into opportunities. This transformative approach begins with the clarity of your end goal, paired with the wisdom of taking that initial small yet impactful action. Such steps set the stage for a domino effect of effortless actions, orchestrating a journey marked not by strain but by smooth progression and significant achievements. The true magic unfolds when you harness the collective might of knowledge, automation, and trust. This trio acts as a formidable engine, driving a cycle of continuous, self-renewing success. By investing in learning, streamlining processes, and cultivating trustworthy relationships, you lay down the tracks for a future where results multiply with minimal intervention. In essence, success need not be a battle against endless hardships. Through the lens of effortlessness, it is a landscape ripe with potential, a realm where goals are reached not through sheer force, but through the strategic application of simplicity and ease. Thank you for joining me today on this journey of learning and discovery as we explored the insights of another thought-provoking book in our growing library of knowledge. If you've enjoyed our time together, please take a moment to follow our podcast, give us a 5-star rating, and share 20-minute books with other knowledge seekers. Your support truly means a lot. Don't forget to join me again in the next episode, where we will delve into another enriching book. Until then, happy reading and happy listening.